Okay, today we're going to be making a little something in my electric skillet. And I'm going to start with hamburger meat. So we're going to be making like a hamburger Mexican pasta. So, and the first thing is, one of the gadgets I'm going to use today is my microwave. I have this set from Tupperware that I've had for years, and I just absolutely love it because you put it in there and cook your meat in the microwave. So that's what we're going to do today. So the first thing I'm going to do is put this, and then I'll be back to do the rest of it. So it's going to be 5 minutes in the microwave. Let me wash my hands. Alright, so I'm going to need a strainer. Okay, the first thing I'm going to need is to make me some beef broth because I don't have any. So what I like to use is better than bouillon. It's really, really good. And I like to heat up my water in my Keurig. Heat up my water in my Keurig. And maybe about 12 ounces there. And then I'm going to take some better than bouillon and put it in there and make my broth. So about a teaspoon is what I'm going to use. And I'm making about 12 ounces of broth. So, okay. While that's doing, I'm going to, yep, that's right. I'm going to do this if it kills me. I hate these lids sometimes. You ever notice that? They don't ever come back out. So I got to get a knife. I'm going to get a knife. There we go. And I'm going to use my electric skillet. So I'm going to go ahead and let me throw this in the trash. All right. Oops, gonna find it. There it is. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and as soon as the meat is ready, we're gonna put it in here. You can add bell peppers and onions and things. I'm not because we have issues with that around our house, so I'm not going to. But you definitely can. What I'm going to do is, right now, I'm going to strain. Now, I like to use the Mexican style vegetable and bean blends. If you can't get this, you can use black beans, rice, not rice, oh God, my mind just went blank there. You can use black beans or ranch beans and corn. That's what the recipe that I actually had called for, but I'm kind of out there a little bit, so I found this mixture and I absolutely love it. So now I do like to use 1 can of that and still 1 can of corn. So I'm going to drain those two. Now this could be done in the Instant Pot, but I really like doing it in the electric skillet. It's just another tool for me to use, another gadget for the gadget queen. What can I say? And then I like to have extra corn is the reason I do this. Okay. Now, we got it. We got it. And I love this can opener. It's really awesome. So, okay. My broth is ready. Now, sometimes I have been known to go ahead and put the garlic, onion, which I'm going to use. I love this stuff. You can get it on Amazon, and it's a garlic and onion spice blend. I can also get it at Tuesday morning, but this is what I like to use. It seems to be one of the best that I have. Now, I am going to need 1 can of diced tomatoes. Now, if you want it real Mexican, you can go ahead and put Rotel. I decided not to do that this time. I've done it both ways. And you do need the juice from the diced tomatoes, so you want to keep that. So, now the next step, while this is cooking, all right, now I got all that. I'm going to put up the bouillon because I'm through with it. And I'm going to throw this away. And you may see my dog in the background. That's okay. We have a thunderstorm right now, and she is terrified of them, so she's like right up underneath me right now. So, okay, we're going to need a cup of elbow macaroni. Now, I like to use the small ones, but you can also use the larger ones. And then the last thing we're going to need is cheese. So I'm going to get my cheese when everything is done here. So here we go. We are ready to go. I am going to turn this on. There it is. I am ready. So as soon as this heats up, we're ready to rock and roll. So let me show you. Excuse me, boo-boos. Oh, I got cats and dogs and everything. Okay. Oh, and I forgot my apron. I need to put my apron on because I am a messy, messy cook. I will say that right off the bat. So I'm going to sit that for there because it is very, very hot. Very, very hot. So we're going to let it sit for just a minute. And then we're going to put it in there. But let me put my apron on so I don't ruin my shirt. Hey, boo! Okay. I really like my apron. It matches my dishes and things. Still haven't managed to get it to tighten up the way I want it to, but I'll get it there. There we go. I am just really not very big in this department, so, and I love it because it has a little towel on that. Okay, let me show you. Whoa, that's hot. I'm going to show you by putting the, oh, it's sizzling. And y'all know I gotta have it. Okay, sizzling in here. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Okay, now that I've got everything ready, I'm going to flip the camera, and now I'm going to just show in the pot. So we're just going to let that cook for a few minutes, and then we're going to go from there. So let me show you. See, this is what the looks like, and then all of the waters and the things are inside here, and it's really, really awesome. And if you've got Tupperware, please go get you one if you can. Okay, now I'm going to turn. I am going to make a mess. Have y'all ever had so much trouble in all your born days? Okay, I'm going to put this in the sink, and I'm going to come and turn the camera off, because apparently I'm just really not here today. Okay. Hi. Hi. Okay, as I was telling you earlier, there is, my hamburger is cooking. It should be cooking. What happened? Uh-oh. Okay. Why are we not cooking? Why are we not cooking? What happened? There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Okay. All right. It'll get back up in a minute. Okay, what I'm going to do right now, though, is I am going to take, kind of eyeball it and kind of just sprinkle some. There we go. There we go. Now we got it. Some garlic and onion. Now, if you truly want it Mexican, then what you would do right now is add a little bit of taco seasoning. And so I'm going to look in my little pantry right here and get out my taco seasoning. Which, y'all, I live in Mississippi. Let me tell you something. We have so much humidity around here, it is unreal. So every time I do something, I'm breaking off and doing. So here we go. We're just going to put that little teaspoon of it because I don't want a lot. And then, of course, you know, I dropped my thing down in here, which is awesome. Oh, there we go. Okay. Oh, it's starting to smell really, really good. So we got some of that going. Okay, now I'm going to put in the tomatoes. Woo! Doggies, did y'all hear that? Woo! Yeah, those tomatoes are cooking up nicely. Yeah. And now we're going to put in our veggies. Oh, yeah. I'm going to let those cook for just a minute because I forgot to get a cup measurement so I can do my, because you need a cup of pasta, so let me go get a cup of, I've made such a mess here. I'm going to throw this away. Yeah. And then I'm going to turn that down just a tad. There we go. Because you need it on about medium now. I forgot my cup measurement for my pasta. So I'm going to do a cup of pasta. I mean, I could eyeball it, but I think I'd rather do it this way. Because what you need is you need a cup of pasta. Then you're going to need a cup and a half of broth to make sure that you cover up the pasta. Now, if you were doing it in an Instant Pot, then you would have cooked your ground beef, sauteed it in the Instant Pot if you want to. I put, like I said, you don't have that thing. And then you drain it, and then you do it, and then you would put it on for 5 minutes. I want to cook it in here, so it's going to take about 20 minutes or so. Now, I do want to add some salt to this, just a tad. There we go. And make sure that it is really good. Now, you can keep an eye on it because you can always add a little water if you need to because you don't want it to burn. Now, I'm going to put a lid on it. And I'm going to go get my cheese because that is the next step. So in about 20 minutes, oh Lord, we lost our power today, so I don't know what time it is. That's sad. What time is it, Alexa? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 4:48 p.m.
Okay.
Have a good evening.
Thank you.
Anytime.
It is Saturday.
Literally.
She's telling me to have a good weekend on a Saturday, which is pretty awesome. Let me get my cheese. Now, there are many options for cheese. I know y'all can't see me, but y'all can hear me. So I am going to choose, what am I going to choose today? I think. I'm going to kind of do some combinations here. That's always good. I buy a lot of Mexican cheese, I will say that, so I'm just going to use Mexican. Now this recipe, I'm going to use Kraft Mexican. Then I also have some Kroger Mexican. I'm just going to finish out and let it go, Mexican blend. So I'll see y'all back in about 20 minutes. Ooh, yeah. Okay, we are cooking. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead. It seems like the fog the glasses up. Fog the glasses up. Okay. And we have, Alexa's going to go off in just a minute. I'm just going to take the lid off so I can kind of get some of that juice out of there, because you don't want all of that juice when you kind of melt your cheese in it. I'm sorry, Queen, if you can hear a cat meowing, that's Queenie. She does that while I'm in the kitchen. Miss Queenie Beanie. Yes, darling. She's my calico. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and start this. She's going to, the timer will go off in a minute, but that's okay. What you do is you put about, eyeball it, but you're going to need about, I like to do, the recipe called for 1 cup, and I've never in my life done 1 cup of cheese. I'm sorry, I like it real cheesy. So I just kind of fill up all the holes. And you see that? That's just great. This is cheese, and I'm using the Kraft Mexican, like I said. Then you just stir it up, and that's what we're doing. Now I have tortillas in the oven so that we're going to serve it. I'll serve it with tortillas, but I have served it with bread before. It was just a rainy day today, and I didn't want to risk the bread not rising because it is very rainy here right now. So you can see that I don't have too much cheese, but just a little bit to get in there. Then I'm going to put more cheese. So that's what we do. And then you melt the cheese over the top. So, and I'm going to use this whole thing of cheese because that's the way I am. There we go. That's good enough. I left a little bit. Maybe we'll put it in our salad. Alexa, stop. And then I'm going to turn all off. Well, no, I'm not going to turn off because that's not off. Okay, I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to do this. Now, if you were doing this on the stove, you can do this in a skillet on the stove. I've done it there before. If you were going to do it on the stove, then you would remove the pot from, or the skillet, because you're going to use a skillet. You would remove the skillet when you put this last cheese on and just let it sit there and melt. If you have an electric stove. If you have a gas stove and you know the heat's automatically off of it, that's fine. So this is going to stay hot, but I am going to unplug it so I won't be getting any more electricity into it. So you just want what's left in the pot. Okay? And we will make up a plate in just a minute, and I will show you with the tortillas, and then I'm going to have to call my friends to come eat. So my brother's got to come eat. So even though it's raining, they got to eat. So therefore, we are ready to rock and roll. And let me show you one more time. Look at this. Oh my word. I hope you can see that. Look at that. Cheesy, cheesy, cheesy. Oh my word. It's going to be so good. And I hope that you understand you can do any cheese you want. I just like Mexican. This is a very simple thing. I got it from the Blue Jean Chef. I think it's called One Pot Dinner Cookbook. I will link it down below because I know it's on Amazon, because I went ahead and got it in ebook because as my people know, I can't see, so I don't really like to read books unless it's on my Kindle. So thank you for visiting the Gadget Queen, and gosh, this is fun. I hope to do it again, and I hope we have more fun using gadgets in the kitchen. And for those of you out there who are afraid of the Instant Pot, please open those boxes. So, I'll be doing more on the Instant Pot. Bye now.